everything came out all right for you guys. We're going to talk about boat classification relatively quickly, and then we will go into the course description, which, like I said, will either go too fast or too slow. It is never just right. So boat requirements. Only human muscle-powered propulsion of boats will be permitted. No, you can't have a sail. No, you can't have a electric trolling motor, blah, blah, blah. If you want to bring your Hobie little thing with the flippers on it, rock and roll, man, pedal your way down the river. But only human muscle power. Canoes must have adequate flotation to float the boat. We're not going to go sink your boat in Spring Lake to see if it floats, but you are warned, you're required to have enough flotation if you turn over in the bay that your boat does not sink to the bottom. Or, gosh, if you could find the all-time craziest YouTube video where a team turns over at Rio Vista and proves the fact that the gap in the second drop is 17 feet and 2 inches wide, because a 17-foot and 4-inch aluminum canoe can be caught there. And
Great video, by the way, great video.
if it had just a little more flotation and just a little less San Marcos Police Department, it would have come out just fine. Let's see, we talked about having a white light for night travel, boat numbers, we talked about that ad nauseum. All right. Canoe classes, USCA C1. This is a boat that fits the USCA classifications for a one man or woman, no rudder. It's no longer than 8.5 feet, 18.5 feet long, blah, blah, blah. Look it up. It's easier than me trying to tell you. Women's USCA C1. Any explanation needed for that? Same boat, different gender. Men's and women's unlimited. These are solo boats. Anything goes. You can use a double blade paddle. You can have a rudder. You can have oars. You can do whatever you want to do with that boat. Novice. I want to make a point about this. Novice does not mean, in this case, an inexperienced paddler. Every year there's somebody who gets to the start like, this will be my second time in a canoe. And it's like, that is so cool. I'll see you at, the 1979 bridge, which is about 10 miles into the course. Novice, in terms of the Texas Water Supply, means someone who has never completed the course. And you can only be novice one time. And sometimes I will be right here to tell you that ain't fair. The ladies who were on course to break the women's novice record last year, I mean, they were way ahead of that record. And we stopped the race 34 miles short. So while they have the fastest time to Swinging Bridge, they don't have the fastest time for women's novice division. Same thing happened in women's C1 last year. And never say the right name. Susanna Hewlin was on track to smash the women's C1 record. Holly called me and said, Jay, whatever you do, stop the race. And I said, okay, I've got this. No, but once again, and you can't tell. We don't know what the bay was going to do. We don't know if they were going to have get lost in the cuts in the regular circumstances. But sometimes stuff just happens. Standard. This is another really aluminum.
Novice must be aluminum.
Yep. What's that?
Novice must be aluminum.
No. Novice must meet that 17-foot-4 rule, which is what basically a Alumacraft Voyager or Quetico is, but it could be that you have a 17-foot ABS boat or something like that. I mean, it's just, that's the length requirement. Now for aluminum, it has to be aluminum, oddly enough. You know, no stainless steel boats need to fly. And they're getting pretty rare, as a matter of fact, because they haven't made any for like, what, 8 years now? And they may not make any more, so this one is interesting. But so scour the interwebs, maybe you'll find one. Standard, another safari-specific rule. In USCA, standard boat can be an old school 432, 18.5 foot boat. In safari, long before I was on the board of directors, standard boat is an 18-foot boat. And even then, if you have a question, please email us, because there are more boats out there than we can actually just keep a list of going. USCA C2, there's two boats that actually, two styles of boats, not two specific boats. One is an old school USCA C2, a 432 boat, which means it's 32 inches wide at the 4-inch water line, or a 327 boat, or more commonly referred to as a pro boat. Probably if you're going to go buy a new boat, you would buy a pro boat, because I don't even know if anybody's still making a 432 boat. Somebody say a question? Because
I
no?
heard someone muttering about a landed boat, so I was like,
What's that?
a landed boat.
What about them?
I don't know, I didn't know which classification.
Oh, that would have been a landed 2 would be a solo unlimited boat.
Oh,
19.5 feet.
Where can I find the boat classifications?
On the website,
under the drop down.
under the drop down of the race, and then I think it says something a mile long about, you know, boat requirements and. Let's see, USC Tandem Unlimited. That means anything goes with the boat, except for it's limited to 2 people in the boat. You know, there's no hull restrictions one way, shape, or form. Mixed Tandem Unlimited means exactly what it means is 1 man, 1 woman, in an unlimited boat. It sounds so weird when I read it like that. Unlimited means anything goes, a boat up to 6 people. Women's unlimited, same thing, only restricted to women. Is there a women's tandem class now?
Oh, yeah.
No?
Yes.
Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes. Not listed is women's tandem unlimited.
Finally.
And let's see, then we have 2 special recognition, adult youth, Tandem Unlimited, which is someone over 18 with someone between the ages of 13 and 18. And then Masters Unlimited, which is everyone in the team must be over the age of 40. I'm really, the older I get, the more I think we ought to raise that age limit, but that is what it is. And those 2, you know, you could be racing mixed unlimited, tandem mixed unlimited, and you know, you're also in adult youth. Any questions on those? Yes, ma'am.
So if somebody's been racing for 2 years, but the first year they did not finish, they raced as novice. Last year they made it to where you all stopped early.
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
they still considered a novice, or was that considered a
That was
finish?
if they got a patch and a plaque, they finished the race, so they can't race novice again. Does that, you still?
I don't remember a patch or plaque for our team, but I guess we got to the final.
Yeah, and we said, whoever the official was said your race is over, and you know, you went to Seadrift and got something to eat, and we did the whole award ceremony.
Well, we didn't go to the award ceremony.
Okay.
We just stopped at where it was called, and then we went home.
Yeah.
Completely
Probably
later,
need to
so
go.
we can make sure you get your finisher's plaque and your patch.
But, so to answer your question, yes, if we stopped you, that was an official finish.
Okay. So we went on to a
Yeah.
different class. Okay.
That was a good question. Anyone else? All right.